Hello everyone, I am Preeti and the topic for today's lecture is Introduction on Basic Concepts of Endocrine Gland. So, today we are going to discuss the basic introduction on hormones and the body functions of major regulatory hormones and also hormones secreted by endocrine glands. That means how many hormones are secreted through different endocrine glands. And at last, their sites and mechanism of action. So, firstly, what is endocrine gland? The endocrine glands are a special group of cells which makes hormones, and the endocrine system uses these hormones to control and coordinate our body's internal metabolism or homeostasis, energy level, reproduction, and growth, etc. The hormones are chemical messengers secreted by endocrine glands directly into the bloodstream, and through these bloodstream they reaches to their specific sites and perform their functions. So these hormones have biological activity, and when they secreted from their glands they have to bind the specific receptors, and through these binding they perform their specific actions at different regions. So here are some major regulatory hormones and their body functions. First one is availability of fuels. Fuels, that means it provides our body energy. It gives energy to our body, and their hormones is insulin, glucagon, and growth hormone. Next is metabolic rate, and it is regulated by triiodothyronine and thyroxine. These are also known as T3 and T4 hormone secreted by thyroid gland, and this thyroid gland is also stimulated by thyroid stimulating hormone. Next one is somatic growth, and it is regulated by growth hormone, insulin like growth factors. Next one is sex and reproduction. It is regulated by gonadotropins, androgens, estrogens, progestins. Next one is circulating volume. It is regulated by aldosterone, antidiuretic hormone. These are very important to control the volume of blood or urine in our body. Next one is adaptation to stress. It is regulated by glucocorticoids, adrenaline. Last one is calcium balance. It is regulated by parathormone or parathyroid hormone and calcitonin and vitamin D. So these are some hormones which is secreted by endocrine gland. Our first endocrine gland is pituitary gland. It is divided into two parts, which is anterior pituitary and posterior pituitary. The hormones secreted by anterior pituitary are growth hormone, prolactin, adrenocorticotropic hormone, which is also known as ACTH or corticotropin, thyroid stimulating hormone, gonadotropins like follicle stimulating hormone, which is FSH, and luteinizing hormone, which is also known as LH. After anterior, the second one is posterior. The posterior pituitary gland is secreted oxytocin, antidiuretic hormone, and vasopressin. Next one is thyroid. The thyroid gland secreted thyroxine, also known as T4, and triiodothyronine, which is also known as T3 hormone. It is also secreted calcitonin. Next one is parathyroid hormone. Parathyroid gland. It secreted parathormone or parathyroid hormone. Next one is pancreas. It secreted insulin and glucagon. After that, next one is adrenals. In adrenals, cortex secreted glucocorticoid, mineralocorticoid, and sex steroids. And medulla secreted adrenaline and noradrenaline. After adrenals, last one is gonads. It secreted androgens, which is also known as testosterone. Next one is estrogens, also known as estradiol. And the last one is progestins, also known as progesterone. So next one is, what are the sites and mechanism of hormone action? So the different hormones secreted through different glands show their specific action when they bind to their specific receptors. So that means they have to bind their specific receptors to produce their action.